What's up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. It is Kiera. Today I have a good testimony for y'all. I know a lot of people subscribe based off of my old testimony videos, and child, I got a new one, okay? A new one. Let's just talk about the power of manifestation, because without it, I would not even be able to tell y'all about this testimony today. So if you've watched any of my old videos, you know that one of the things that I have been working on is becoming a full-time content creator. Now, if you have a goal, if you have a dream, make sure that when you are setting your goals, you keep in mind that nothing is going to happen overnight. If you think that the same day that you pray for something, you're going to get it, child, I don't know what to tell you, honey. God is not a genie. Just don't think that it's just gonna happen for you immediately, okay? There's a lot of work I've had to put in for what I'm about to tell you all, and I'm grateful. Like, I'm super grateful, because some of this stuff I didn't even see coming. So I talked about in the past how I wanted to be a full-time content creator. Why do I want to be that? Well, mainly because I enjoy doing it. I've been making content for a very long time, many years. I want freedom to do what I want. I want time freedom. I want family freedom. I want personal life freedom. I just want the freedom to be able to live my life, right? Without being committed to a job that I have to go into every single day with a set schedule. Like, that is not my dream for myself. That's just not my dream for myself. I don't desire that. I don't know anybody who actually does. But my main goal is to just do what I want to do, and that is just to create things. When you start to operate in your gifts without expecting that you'll get something in return, then you'll start getting things in return. Like, people will start seeking you out. Most of the great things that I've done is because people have sought me out to do certain things. Things that I've applied for or reached out to people for, you know, they may or may not hit. And if they do, it's just not my favorite thing. It's just not fun. It just didn't ever give. But the thing is that I have been creating content and will be signing more contracts to create more content for people, because when you become a content creator, a paid content creator, you create your own rates, right? If you want me to show you how to create your own rates for content creation, just drop me a little comment down below, honey, or follow me on Instagram. But anyways, you can create your own rates. So whatever people pay me is something that we've already discussed. It's something that we've agreed upon. It's what I feel like what they were asking for is worth. And it works out every single time. And so I'm grateful that I started really small, doing small things here and there, to now it's like, okay, it's time to start signing contracts. It's time to start creating a brand. It's time to really take this thing seriously. And I could not be more grateful, because one of the brands that recently reached out to me is a brand that I have been using, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 years now. I had no expectation to work with them or to create content for them, but they reached out to me, little old me, honey, and was like, hey, we love what you do. Can we pay you to do that for us? And I'm like, listen, you absolutely can. You absolutely can, because guess what? This is what I love to do. You never work a day in your life if you're doing something that you love. That's what I'm trying to be in life. I feel like most successful people are doing the things that they are gifted in. And you know, not to toot my own horn, but when I make my own content, first of all, I'm a perfectionist. So I know that when I'm making something, I'm giving it my best. I'm not just making stuff to be making stuff. I have a keen eye. I'm always looking for a way to better my work. And I think that people are starting to see that. And it's making me super grateful, because even if no one ever reached out to me to do work with them, to collaborate on something with them, I would still be doing the same thing. And I think that, you know, with content creation, it is all about showing how consistent you can be and how quality your work is. And I've been praying and asking God, like, Lord, just show me what my thing is. Just show me what it is that I can do well, that other people appreciate. And show me how to maximize on that gift, Lord. Like, whatever it is, show me how to maximize on it. I think that when we sit down and we have conversations with God and we set our intention on actually seeking Him and figuring out what our purpose is in life, you know, you never know how far just asking God a question can take you. And don't get it twisted. Some people feel like, oh my gosh, I can't question God. We're not supposed to question God. Listen, in order to have a relationship with somebody, you got to ask them some questions, okay? God is not just this being that don't want you to talk to Him, and you can't communicate with Him or whatever. If you are in a relationship with somebody, whether it's mother-daughter, husband-wife, you know, mother, son, whatever it is, you have to communicate. You have to ask those necessary questions, because how can you get an answer if you don't ask? I think that a lot of times, in order for us to find our purpose, which a lot of us are seeking out our purpose. A lot of people are seeking out their purpose, and we struggle and we start to go into these deep, dark seasons when we feel like, well, what is my purpose? Why am I here? Well, for me recently, it has been revealed to me what a big chunk of my purpose is, and that has totally brightened up my spirits. It's totally lifted me, because for a long time I had no clue what I was doing, no clue at all. But I have been appointed to certain roles. People have been reaching out to me to do certain work for them. I've been maximizing on my skill and educating myself on the things that I want to do. I have been putting myself in places that make sense for what I want to do. And also, one of the biggest things about your purpose is that when you are obedient to whatever it is that you are called to do, it will take you to places where you'll meet people. They are divine meetings, and you will have discussions with people that will click and that will line up with the things that you've been studying, or the things that you've been seeing, or the things that you've been praying about. Listen, it's so real. Like, this recently just happened to me, that it was something that I felt like, I don't want to do this. I really, really, really don't feel like it. I've been putting it off, everything, just procrastinating. But your obedience is greater than your sacrifice. And so I went on and I did this thing. And when I got to that place that I didn't want to go to, that I didn't want to travel to, that whatever, that there was a divine meeting with someone, and we had a spiritual connection, and we shared some gifts and some conversations that wouldn't have made sense if I was not on this journey of self-discovery. So if you are on your journey of self-discovery, don't be so hard on yourself thinking that you have to have it figured out right now, or by this certain age, or before you do this or that. Just be patient, just sit in it, and realize that that season of sitting and waiting is intentional as well. Everything will eventually make sense, and it may not always be easy, and it may not be on your time. That's just how life is. Some of us sit in our waiting season that's supposed to be our learning season and our growing season, and we hate it so bad. I know, because I have been there. I have hated the waiting season. What am I waiting for? Can't we just get there already? Can I just do this? Can I just do that? But one thing you do not want to happen is for the Lord to place something into your hands that you've been praying for, that you are not ready for, that you are not built for, that you don't know enough about yet, that you will not be grateful enough for yet. See, sometimes there's always purpose in us just waiting and being intentional and just enjoying that moment. Listen, we think so much about the future that we don't even realize what moment that we're in, and to enjoy that absolute moment. So I say all of that to say this. Whatever it is that you want to do, just keep it always in your mind, and do something every day for that thing that you want to do. It may be slow, it may take a while, or it may happen quickly. It just depends. Bask in that season. Recognize that you are in the present moment. Don't take it for granted. Some people don't get this far in life. Some people don't even have the opportunity to know what their purpose is. And how can we know what he wants us to do if we're so focused on the right now, and how uncomfortable it is, and how reluctant we are to do the things that we have to do to get to that point? We cannot be that way. And I know, because I have wasted a lot of time just thinking about how unhappy I have been in a certain moment, that I forget that I'm living in that moment, and that that day is a gift as well, okay? So don't get it twisted. Your time is coming. Just be patient. Be patient with yourself, okay? Because I did not think a year ago, 2 years ago, that I would actually be doing content creation and getting paid for it, almost to the point where I can quit my job, because that's the ultimate goal. Like, I want to quit my job and become a brand of myself and just make content, whether it's for me or for other people or other brands that I like, okay? It's all about doing what you want to do, how you want to do it, on your terms, okay? Stay encouraged, boo. Make sure that you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy this information. Also share this video, okay? Period.